It's Miniature Monday, and do you know where your miniatures are? If your miniatures are two giant maggots from Reaper Bones Black Series, I have them right here. So many things come to mind when I think giant maggots. I think of the Plasmatics Maggots album, which was, I believe, one of their last albums. If you've never listened to it before and you're a fan of punk rock, I would definitely give it a try because it's basically almost goes like a story from front to end. So you listen to the album in its entirety. I do believe it's available on Spotify. Also, I think of the Dead Milkman, Cousin Earl from the Metaphysical Graffiti album. I believe it's the last song on that album, where he talks about his cousin Earl who lives on a maggot farm. He's got a son that's named Earl Jr., conveniently, and Earl Jr. spent all of his college money dialing 976 barnyard animal numbers. He has a pile of fungus for a daughter named Episu, as well as a wife called Wife that can only say the word dog pussy. So we have that. So we have giant maggots here. Now these giant maggots, I believe they cost me about, I think, $3.99 is what I paid for these. I don't have the invoice in front of me because, well, I tried to clean. Never clean. You'll lose stuff. So that's how we go. So I'm pretty sure these are $3.99. Order them from Reaper directly. The cool thing is this does look like it's a multi-part model, but the thing is they glued it together for you, being the nice guys over there at Reaper. So we have that. So this pretty much is what we got going on for our giant maggot. These are going to paint just nicely. You got one heck of a line from the mold right here along the back. That is okay. Let's take a look at this. They are two different molds, not the same thing, so you got two different poses for this giant maggot. And yeah, I enjoy this quite a bit, as much as possibly someone can enjoy a giant maggot. So yeah, so let's put these here. If you are new to my show, this is basically 1 inch by 1 inch squares. So 28 millimeter by 28 millimeter for all of our well, I say European folk, but anybody who is not in the United States uses the metric system. Not quite sure what the holdout is, without getting too political, but that's what we got going for us. So I told you the measurements of that. So we got our Sir 4 scale here, Sir Garrick the Bold from Reaper Miniatures. We're going to have here 4 scale purposes only, and that is pretty much what we got here. So let's do this or this. If you put this on a base. Now, these look like they're pretty destined for round bases. If you know anything about me, I'm not a fan of round bases. And that's just preference, really. A lot of people are going to round bases now. I had a friend of mine who had everything. We're talking hundreds upon hundreds of miniatures. Square bases. He rebased them all to round bases. I still haven't figured out why. If you're watching, put your your rationale in the comments below. Anyway, that is what we got for today. So today we have our giant maggots from Reaper Bones Black. Would I buy these again? Yes, I would, because, well, I don't know. You don't know when you're going to need something gross or something. They're great for dungeons. I'm not sure how often giant maggots come up on the wandering monster roll, but if they do, you have them for an affordable price. So I do enjoy these as much as I enjoy the Plasmatics Maggots, the album, and as much as I enjoy listening to all the lovely Dead Milkmen when I was a teenager. That was my go-to music for painting miniatures, as I simply loved listening to the Dead Milkmen. Thank you for letting me share that with you. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. I have been having someone do that lately. Not quite sure why, but I'll figure out once I have the time to want to actually dedicate to it. Or if they want to put a comment down, maybe I can improve. Then if you want to help me out and subscribe to my video, or my channel anyway, feel free to do that. I got a goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you can get me there, well, I'm not out. I'm not without gratitude. So thank you. Um, Anyway, sorry I haven't been posting for a while. I actually broke my finger. It's still a little bruised. It's a little better now, but somehow I just managed to break it right there. And I wanted to wait until my hand didn't look like absolute cringe to do videos with, because I try to make my videos, believe it or not, I try to make my videos enjoyable to watch. I by no means want you to see some gnarly hand, and I'm glad like the fingernail didn't fall out, and I would probably have to wear gloves or something like that because nobody wants to see that. So but anyway, thanks for checking on me. The few of you that did message me to check on me, thank you for that. I'm doing fine. Just broke my finger, healed up just great. So still a little bit of bruising, but other than that, we're good. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay healthy and safe out there.